I've literally been moving around trying to figure out like which angle I want to use, and I don't know. I think I'm going to settle for this because I look cute anyway. By the way, my t-shirt says title students forever. Okay, let's start this. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Precious Omphithetse. If you're seeing this face for the first time, on today's episode of Vlogtober, I decided to sit down and just talk to you guys about some things that I've been struggling with. Not necessarily like, I'm not trying to make it like a serious or anything, but I was just sitting and I thought about it like earlier on today, and yeah, so I guess this is what I'm here to talk about, I guess. I don't know if the lighting is okay or not, but like, I just want to record this video. Okay, shit, there's about to be a big truck coming to pass, so let's just have some coffee and wait for it. Okay, so how did I think about this? So basically I realized that something happened to me like yesterday, not really to me, but something happened that bothered me, and when I was trying to explain it to people, I felt like no one was understanding what I was saying or where I was coming from. And then that's when I realized, Lucy, I struggle with expressing myself to people, and it has always been a concern for me. Yeah, guys, you guys know how much I hate this car, but it's giving me chest pains, you know, so yes, so as I was saying, I've been like, I realized like how much I struggle with expressing myself, and I think it also comes from like way back, because when I was young I didn't really have much friends. Like the only thing I would do when I was alone, I would talk to the trees, the banana trees mostly, and myself. So I understood myself, my banana trees understood me, because if I understand myself, my banana trees are going to understand me because they don't have questions, you get me? So as I grew older and starting to be around people, it actually dawned on me, people really don't get me most of the times. And it's like, I try to explain, it's not even about emotions per se, but everything in terms of school or just a minor thing, such as me trying to explain what a leaf is. Like, it would take me a long time to explain that, because I also realized that when I try to explain something to someone, I would take 5 minutes to explain something that a person can explain in 30 seconds, you get me? So I don't know, I always feel like, okay, so back then, right, when I would like try to explain things to people always make me feel like they're lost or they don't even hear me. And it still happens even today. Like, I would explain something to someone and they would still feel like they don't understand what I'm saying, you get me? So it kind of like affects me in a way, because I always get sad, because why am I trying to explain something to you and you don't get what I'm saying? So I don't know if I don't know how to express myself or people just don't understand me. So that's like one of the conflicts that I have in mind, that is it me that people don't understand, or is it me not being able to express myself? And I think it happens like a lot. Yo, I remember like earlier this year when I was making a joke about something to someone and they thought that I was being malicious, and even when I tried to explain to them what I was saying, they still felt like they just took it their own way. And it's like, was I the one who was unable to explain it to them, or were they the ones who just did not understand where I was coming from? And even if it's not just the person, but it's like a lot of people also have to say something about this sometimes. And it's like, do you not, okay, I'm going to repeat this so many times, I don't know why, but like, I've struggled so much with expressing myself. I think even growing up as a kid, I never got to express how I feel, or whether I'm hurt or not, I'd rather keep it to myself. So I've always been the type of person who likes keeps their emotions to themselves. So even now, I think as an adult, as I'm becoming an adult, it's still difficult for me to like open up and try to express myself in a way, like even through friendships. Like, let's start there, friendships, Helanji, I don't know how to show my friends that I love them unless I say the words I love you. And I don't know if that's enough, because sometimes I'm just like, you can say, words can be said, guys. Anyone can say I love you and they don't necessarily mean it. So I don't know how to express my love for my friends instead of just saying I love you. And the same thing as siblings as well. It's like, I don't know how to express my love for them in a way that they would actually understand that this person is actually expressing their love to us, and not just be, she just said I love you and that's that. You get what I mean? I don't want to come across as someone who doesn't show their love when they have to. I really don't know how to explain this. We see it's happening again, because it's like, even when someone hurt me, I don't know how to express to them how much that hurt me or how I'm feeling about that certain thing. I would say something happened like yesterday and I explained it, and my roommate I was lucky because my roommate had a similar experience, and she, like, I had to explain for a very long time, but she picked up a few of the things that she had experienced and what I was trying to say, and then she also shared her story, and I was like, oh, okay, I mean, I get she understands me. But I realized that I had to explain for like minutes and minutes for her to get what I'm trying to say, and she didn't even take like a long time to do it. But I think I'm not the only one who's struggling with this, and I hope I find someone who's struggling with this as well, because it's like, how do I learn to express myself as a young adult? And I'm sorry if you came to this video hoping that you'd find answers if you relate to me, but I also don't have answers. I just came here to share this because I thought like I'm probably not the only one who's struggling with expressing themselves, because it happens everywhere. Like, even when I'm writing an essay in law school, you write essays only. So in writing my essays, sometimes I have to write like 5 sentences for something I could have explained in 3 words, and that's because I feel like me writing these certain words, the lecturer would not understand what I'm trying to say. So you'd find that I explained one point that someone explained in like 10 lines in the whole page, trying to explain this one point. Yesterday we were writing a test. I wrote 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I wrote about 5 pages. You know, a page is like there's a sheet of paper has 2 pages, right? So the first sheet had like my name thing, and then the answer, the second sheet answer, and then the third sheet answer. So basically I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I had 5 pages of trying to explain something that someone could have explained in 2 pages. You get what I mean? So I find it difficult to express myself academically, emotionally, physically. I don't know physically. How do you express yourself physically? I don't know how to fight. I don't know how to like reflex, whatever. So let's not talk about physical, that's weird. But I don't know how to express myself emotionally and academically still, because it's like I always feel like people don't understand me. So I grew up believing that people will never understand me. I think as I got older, I started realizing that maybe it's how I express myself, and maybe I'm struggling with expressing myself, how I feel expressing myself academically, and it's not just people not understanding me, because it can't be everybody. Like, it can't really be everybody not understanding me. It's like, I'm sorry, it's so weird when you say that, like, nobody understands me, I'm different. Like, I always believed that when a lot of people have something to say about you, let's say for example my attitude, and a lot of people have to say something about it, people don't even know each other, I sit down and I introspect myself and wonder, what is it that I'm doing that almost everybody that I meet has to say something about this character? So maybe I'm doing something wrong, and I look into it. So if it's one person, yeah, maybe they don't understand. But if it's a lot of people repeatedly saying the same thing about you, I think it's important to take a step back, reflect, and kind of understand where they're coming from and look within. So in this situation, I think it was high time for me to start looking into. We have a friend in the room. Okay, she's gone. So it was high time for me to look within and see where the problem was, because it can't always be everybody not understanding me. So I think the one thing that I realized as I was looking within is that I don't know how to express myself. And sometimes, like, I could be so hurt and still not know how to say it, because some people would say that I'm being rude or I'm coming across as rude or aggressive, but it's like I don't know how to express myself. It's like when someone did something to me, I'm one person who likes to block people. Listen, when you did something bad to me, I will block you. And the reason why I do that is because I know I don't know how to tell you that you've hurt me. So the best way possible for me is to block you, so that you don't have access to me, so you don't get to really say, which is really one of my toxic traits, but I do that because I don't want you to have access to me. Guys, this is editing precious. I forgot to say goodbye because I had a knock at the door and then I left the video there. So thank you so much for watching the vlog. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and comment down below what you guys, if you guys are also struggling with the same thing, please comment down below and tell me how you deal with it. And please like the video. Like I said on my previous one, I want you to know that real people are watching the videos. So yeah, thank you for watching. I'm sorry, I'm not pregnant. Thank you.